Hey guys, welcome back to Lydia Reacts. Today I'm going to be reacting to Don't Sleep on Emma Chamberlain. I just quickly want to say that I did try recording this on my new phone, but it cut out at like 17 minutes and 53 seconds. So I've watched that much already, but I haven't watched the rest, so I'm redoing it all. But yeah, I also want to say that go subscribe to Lydia Vlogs if you want to, and also I am probably going to be doing a Q&A, so if you have any questions, comment them if you want to. So yeah, let me just move this all the way, the video all the way back to the beginning and let it load. Oh, it doesn't even need a load, I don't think. Right, headphones. So let's get into the video, let's go. I sort of get what the video is about now. Like, I didn't get it at first, but now I know it's sort of like an interview. Yeah, so if you have like any questions, just comment them down. And any reactions as well, comment them down.
Emma Chamberlain, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having us to your house.
Of course.
It's beautiful. I'm surprised for a 17-year-old girl, like, there's not bodies on the floor from late night parties.
Hell no.
There's not trash. Off camera, this place is very clean.
Mom, I'm doing good.
Mom, I made it to Forbes.
Yes. Oh yeah. Wow. That's kind of dope.
Yeah, why not?
Kind of a subtle flex.
I'm excited. I'm excited to sit down with you because, one, you're interesting, you're funny, everything.
Thank you.
But your fans will watch this. Like, I sit down with a lot of big YouTubers and influencers, whatever you guys want to call yourself today, creators, and they got a bunch of followers and stuff. But then I look at the view times of the interview and it's like 2 minutes, and I go, their fans aren't really engaged.
Y'all better fucking watch this shit.
But I know you guys will watch it. That's the beauty of your fans. Like, I was looking at your Instagram last night, and in a year period, like, I went back a year, and you were getting like 15,000 likes a post. And then I was looking last night, like, you have 4 million followers, which is good,
right,
but not as much as some of the other bigger Instagrammers out there.
Totally.
But you're getting 1.5 million likes. Talk about your engagement.
It's a lot.
How did this happen?
Oh, I'm very confused because I have no clue how it happened, and I'm like, I'm pumped, but it definitely it's very not normal. So I'm like, what did I do? Yeah. There's no formula. I just like existed and hoped for the best, and just like put out shit as much as I could, and like had fun, took pictures with my friends, and was like, we'll see what the fuck happens. And like it just did well, but I like don't have any explanation.
How long did it take to find your character?
Okay.
Right, you're the same really off camera we were talking, and like right now.
I would
She's the same girl, but like
I'm too lazy to come up with some sort of fake bitch. Like, I mean, it's just it has to be me all the time, you know?
But was that the first time you were like real, like the Emma Chamberlain we know now, sarcastic, funny? Was like the first video you're like, let it hang out, like I'm gonna be me?
Yeah, so like it definitely, actually, I don't even think then it was me. I think it took me until, probably up until recently, not up until recently, but like maybe like 5 months ago is when I was like really started being completely like absolutely the same, like no difference, no like weird camera anxiety, like nothing at all. That was probably like 5 months ago.
Is that hard? Like, I can't imagine, like, it's one thing having a conversation, like I can handle this.
Yes.
But like talking to a camera by yourself and like being comfortable and being funny and engaging,
it
like,
feels
did that take a while?
weird.
It's different than being funny in class.
Absolutely.
Like, did it take you a while to learn that skill?
When you're filming a video by yourself, you have to you say those things.
But you don't.
But you don't get a reaction.
This is pretty
interesting. You have to almost make yourself laugh.
Yeah.
And it's like a weird, like you have to make jokes that you think are funny, almost like you do when you're like just chilling and.
Oh God, like.
You don't even realize
So you say something that you think is
talk to
funny,
yourself.
but other people might not think
But
it's
then when
funny.
you're like filming yourself alone, you have to just verbalize it, and it's like fun because it's
Yeah.
But is it not as satisfying? Like, did you ever want to? Because you're obviously super funny.
It's totally
and a
not
good
satisfying.
Writer.
Yeah.
Did you ever want to be like a stand-up comedian where you get, if it's something funny, like you immediately see the payoff?
That
Instead
scares
of now, where you never really get the payoff. You don't know if somebody,
Right.
you don't know if somebody right now is laughing at something you just said.
Totally.
They might not. Who knows?
Absolutely. Like the thing about stand-up and stuff like that is that I think there's some beauty there's some beauty in the fact that like you don't get the immediate response, because I get to go back and I get to look through it and be like, okay, that joke was fucking terrible. Cut it out. Only leaving the best. And now it's funnier. And then it's like
It does
good.
make
So,
a lot
like,
of sense.
I don't know. I think doing something where I got an immediate reaction would scare the fuck out of me, and I'd probably be less funny. But I don't even think I'm funny anyways. I never laugh at my own jokes.
That is bullshit. And I want to talk Twitter now. Because I follow you on Twitter. Give shout out to your Twitter handle. We'll put up your little
At
Twitter
Emma
thing here.
Chamberlain. It used to be at Emma Chamby, but then I finessed and I changed it to at Emma Chamberlain so that I wouldn't have to embarrass myself with my 5th grade username. Thank you, God.
I think you're not only you're funny. Like there's one thing like kind of being funny or like find funny. You know,
Yeah.
it can be funny for 5 seconds. or
Right.
something. But like you have a different mind. You're funnier than the average Instagram
Thank
or
you.
YouTuber because
Wow.
you're a good writer. You could tell. And
Thank
on
you.
Twitter, you really see it. Right.
Thank
It's
you.
one thing just being funny on YouTube. And like what's that reggae horn thing that you use? That
Oh, yeah.
That makes anything funny.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
You could put that in the middle of anything. We'll put it in. Insert here, David. Insert that reggae thing. I love that. But Twitter, like you have to write. You can't just rely
Right.
on a gag or a prop or something like that to
Yes.
make people laugh. And like my most favorite tweet of all time, and we'll insert that here so you guys can see it, was the True Religion Gene one. Where you
Yes.
put a picture of an ass of a True Religion Gene with the pockets and stuff and said, try making your ass look good without these. You can't.
Very true. No, I love Twitter because I remember I didn't get it at first. Like I literally like didn't get it. Like I would go on there and I'd be like, how are people coming up with this shit? I don't get it. I don't get how it works. I like don't even enjoy it. Like I don't whatever. I spent enough time on it and I taught myself how to love it. Now I'm obsessed with it. It's probably it's definitely my second favorite after YouTube.
Oh, YouTube?
No,
You
after
even had an
YouTube.
Insta?
So yeah, I
'Cause
don't.
you can post more too.
Yes, so like Instagram's fun, but it's more stressful. Like I don't really enjoy Instagram that much. I mean, it's just like a lot of pressure and like you want to look good. Whereas with Twitter, you can be like, "Sup, bitch," and like it's like fun. So I love it, and like I get to kind of, like put my thoughts into it and like stuff that like I can't necessarily put into a video. Like it'll be like my funny ideas that like come up in my head, or they're funny to me anyways, not really to anybody else, but like when they pop them into my head. And like I'm not filming or not doing anything, it's like, well, might as well use it for a tweet, and then ding, and then it's
Instead of just throwing that away.
right. It's like, why do that when I could put it into a tweet? Like literally all my friends, you can ask any of them, they'd be like, Emma's just sitting there and she'd be like, oh my god, such a good tweet idea, and then I'll like tweet it, and it's like, or we'll be talking, having a conversation, and something will like pop into my head. It's definitely a fun creative thing for me.
Like I reached out on Instagram. Follow me at Modraw1. You see it up here. I need fans. Emma fans. Chamber crew, Chamber
Go
squad,
off.
come follow me.
Absolutely.
But they kind of gave me like their favorite ones, and like talk about like how these even came about. The first one was, I can't believe I just peed in a urinal and I enjoyed it.
Yes, that did in fact happen.
That was actually 2 tweets. I can't believe I just peed in a urinal 5 minutes later and I enjoyed it.
Yes. So basically, I was at a gas station with my friends, and we were doing a road trip to like the desert area of California so we could take photos, and me and my friend both had to pee, and so we both went into the bathroom because I had to pee so bad, and she was like, this is so TMI, but this is a good story, so I really don't care. I let her have the toilet and I fucking peed in the urinal, and I'm not proud of it, but it was kind of fun. And I was like, what can you do? What can you do? And I mean, it was a good story for the kids.
Yeah, it's good.
And for the Twitter.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Getting married in Bloomingdale's is flex.
Yes.
Why? Why is that flex?
Because if you think about it, when you go into Bloomingdale's, it's kind of pretty. It's like kind of like pretty in there, but at the same time, it's also a department store, but it's like still kind of a flex. It's like, it's almost like getting married in like a Best Western. It's like, it's kind of nice, but like it's not. So like, it's like, I don't know where I was coming from with that.
My taxi driver just told me he loves me. What the fuck? Getting hit. She's 68. Sorry, Justin and Haley, you're canceled.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because this was just after Justin and Haley got engaged. Everybody was fucking flipping out. I'm like, yo, bro, chill. Like, I just got a fucking 68-year-old man hitting on me in my taxi, Uber, whatever. Like, this is what's really up right now. Like, this is gonna headline for sure. This is also very illegal, and also he told me he loved me and then started playing me his favorite jazz mixtape. And I was like, this is love, for real. And we haven't talked since, and I fucking miss him. So if you're watching this, like, miss you. You're the best. Your mixtape sucked ass, but like I acted like I liked it to make you happy. It was fine.
You were saying before we sat down, you were talking about DMs. Like, you're 17,
Yeah.
so creepers out there, obviously, she's not even old enough to get creepy messages, but you were saying, like, you get offers to elope. A lot of Europeans and foreigners want to marry you.
The foreign men love to DM me and ask me to elope. The answer is always no. I've considered it a few times just because it's like, money and foreign country and maybe like foreign foods and fun times, but no elopement for me.
Now, you started your channel, it seems ridiculous, in June of 17, is that correct?
Correct.
And you were nominated for a Shorty Award for Breakout YouTuber of 2018. Which
Correct.
Shorty Award is the worst couldn't they come up with a better name for that?
I know.
Why is it Shorty Award?
I feel offended. I know I'm short already. You don't need to tell me.
Yeah.
Your fucking award show. I
But
get it.
accept the award, you'll go.
I
right?
mean, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Was it a shock you were so successful out of the gate? Like, what are your friends and family?
Honestly, they're not really like shocked by it. I am.
Yeah.
But they're not. And I'm like, why? And they're like, I don't know. We just like knew you were gonna do something like that. And I was like, okay, thanks.
Just because you were always funny and entertaining as a kid?
Well, it was weird. When I was younger, I had this weird gut feeling, and I was like, I know that I'm gonna use my personality in a way one day for like something to benefit me, but I didn't know how because I always had like a really outgoing personality, and I was always like really friendly and like kind of, outgoing, and I don't know. It was just like something that people really liked about me. It was like my one thing that I was known for, I guess. And like, I had my little class clown moments too and shit like that. And so, like, that was always what I was known for. And I was like, I want to use this for something, but I never knew what. And I always loved YouTube and was obsessed with it. And so then it was just kind of like a given. I was like, we're just gonna go for it. And I'd watched so much of it, and I knew so much about it, and I knew how to edit and stuff like that because I taught myself when I was younger because I had tried to start many YouTube channels in my life. And I don't know, like, it just kind of came to me really naturally because I watched it so much. And because my intentions were so pure too. It wasn't like, oh, I want to do YouTube because I know you can make money. I didn't even realize you could make money. Like, I knew you could, but I didn't get it
That wasn't the motivation.
at all. I just wanted to do it because I was like kind of sad at the time, and I was like, let's get our mind off things, sis. Let's have some fun, And I did, and it really has been a good, like, a very positive, growing journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had to grow up quick. Like, why did you move from San Fran originally? Like, I saw in a couple videos you said, like, I'm going to talk about it.
Right.
But I never saw you talk about it. Did I miss videos?
So basically, I was going to talk about it, but it's not, because my mom still lives in that apartment, it's not a good idea to talk about it because if this person
this story
came from, like, still knows where she lives. And so when I go home,
Yeah, sorry about this.
it's not
I
that big of a deal. It wasn't
have
that big of a deal,
already
but
seen
it was
like
definitely
17
suspicious
minutes,
and like, it was
nearly
scary,
18 minutes of this,
and I
but
was fucking
sort of
freaked out, and I will definitely tell the story
fucked
at one
up.
point. I think I'll give a brief little summary. Basically, it was like when I would be home alone, someone
like
would show up and
the
like
phone
bang on
did,
the door,
it like stopped
whenever I was home
recording.
alone, and like would like pound on the door, and like for like 15 minutes, and would just keep fucking going every time I was home
This
alone
is a
for,
bit
like,
weird.
2 days in a row.
And you look through the people, you know who the guy
I
was.
know who it was,
obviously.
and it was actually a woman.
Isn't he
It was a woman.
Really?
Yes, and it was fucking very. That almost scared me more because like women are psychotic. Because I am one, so I would know.
I don't understand
Um,
But
why
the
when
creepy
she's
part
home
is that's not
alone.
creepy enough, but then
She-
she had to
That's
know. She was
weird.
watching you to know you were home.
Right. There's no. It was a coincidence. 2 days in a row, and I called the cops, and then we figured it out. But anyway, I'll do a story time on that one since it's safe to do so, and I'll just tell the whole story.
The tea, is that what you
I
guys call
will
it?
spill the absolute full tea, but I was really, really freaked out. Like I remember the second time, like I was in my room crying on the phone with the police. Like it was such a. I'm not gonna spill too much because I want to do a really good story time on it one day, and I think it would be really good because it's quite the fucking story. But yeah, we're good. We live in a nice community now in LA where we don't have, crazy people outside of my gate, but they can't get in.
Yeah. So when you left, right, it was good timing because you were blowing up on YouTube at the time. So it was good timing. Like you had to grow up real quick though. So you got success real quick. You're moving to LA.
I have to learn how to pay rent
by yourself.
Yeah.
You're Hollywood. You can say what you want, but you got an agent. You're living Johnny Hopkins.
How old is Emma?
Right.
Like how was all that to navigate?
How old was she when she moved to LA?
Right.
With agents,
Paying rent and all that's probably really stressful.
And you're 17.
I think of those aspects of it as a job.
Well, especially moving on your own.
The like actual creative aspect of it as like what I love to do.
That's stressful.
So like I think about like, okay, fuck, well I need to do a brand deal because this one's kind of good, so I should probably do it, you know, even though I don't like to do it. It's not that I don't like to do it, but I like to be picky about it. So
that's smart.
Yeah.
No sugar bear hair?
No, absolutely not. Because that shit is just a stupid fucking gummy bear.
No gummy vitamins? Right?
No, but like, you know.
Diff eyewear?
I'm definitely picky, and I make sure it's something that I think is at least kind of cool or like not stupid. We do our best, but like, yeah. And I don't know. I try to think about that part as like, well, this is my job, and I do need to pay rent because I'm not going to starve here in LA. Like we need to
make some money.
We need to eat good.
Yeah.
We need to have fun, you know?
You need your own money.
And be able to like, absolutely. And we need to be able to like, I like to be able to spoil my family and like friends and like buy them shit and like, you know, be able to also pay my rent and also pay my electric bill.
Gucci sweatshirts for videos.
Right. Like I need to be able to have fun and like feel, you know, I grew up with like not a lot of money, so which is something that people don't know. Like people thought.
I think, well, I didn't because I figure San Fran costs $1 million as a San Fran. I'm like privileged kid.
Absolutely not. So like my dad was an artist growing up, and my mom and my parents were divorced, so I had like separate incomes. So it was like each income was like its own. So I like kind of was like had to. It was not the area. The area was very wealthy, but like I wasn't. I was always like the most like, you know, I was the least wealthy friend. I'd always be the one with like the least nice car, and I'd always get made fun of in the smallest house and like, you know, whatever. Or like I lived in an apartment with my mom, and that was the one that people usually would see, and it was very not nice. Like the front lawn was like dirt, and like it was like fucking old and had no insulation and was like so ugly, and like it was very humbling though, and I don't regret that at all. I think that was really good. But like people are so mean to me. They're always like, you fucking came from money, and like so you didn't like, you don't even appreciate what you have. I'm like, bro, you don't get it. Like, no.
I'm glad we're talking about this because
like,
I would have assumed you came from money too.
Right? No, absolutely not.
White
and
girl,
so,
San Fran, big bucks.
Right? No, and so I remember like there was times when like I'd want to go to the movies with my mom, and my mom would be like, we can't, and I'd be like, why? And she'd be like, we just can't, and I'd be like, why? And I'm like, I really want to fucking see like Bug's Life, like you bitch.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, no, and so and I don't know. But I'm really grateful for that experience because, and
you think that's a motivating factor?
Absolutely.
Like, I never want to not have enough money to go to the movies.
Yes.
I want to see Bug's Life whenever the fuck I want to see Bug's Life.
Yes, and like also my dad, like seeing my dad, he was an artist, or he is an artist, and so like he paints paintings.
My
and
neck
then, like,
is
that's how he
hurting.
makes his money, and that's definitely a difficult living because it's like not.
It's not steady.
It's like nothing is guaranteed with it. So I've seen him go through times when he got sick for a little bit there and he couldn't paint and he couldn't do any physical like labor. So then like he had like, you know, things was a really hard time for our family and shit. And so we got through it and he's doing great now, but seeing that and having like no money at certain points and no one knew and whatever, it's fucking weird. Also like the rest of my family, like my like external family, wasn't the same. Like it wasn't the same situation, and so I've always been the one that like struggled financially, depending on wherever I'm at. Like whether it's like my family with my larger family or like me with all my friends. And so now it's so cool that I can make my own money. I'm like, fuck yes, like it's my money. I can do whatever I want with it. I can like, you know, I earned it, and like I don't have to feel guilty about spending it. And
Are
like
you
I don't
pretty
spend
conservative
it.
now because
Absolutely.
of that? Like,
yes.
You gotta have your nest egg.
But I also need to like give myself, you know, I need to reward myself. You know, I work fucking hard almost till I die every week, and even though it doesn't seem like it because I put out one video, but we do what we can. But yeah, things definitely pile up once you serious because it's like not just editing a video and posting it. It's like editing a video, posting it, going to a meeting, going to another meeting, going to another meeting, going to another meeting,
Oh
trying to
god.
like get some sleep, hang out with, giving attention to your friends and family because that's obviously very important to me. Because at the end of the day, like you need a support system. Absolutely.
Now, like, it kind of does turn into a job, like you talked about before. Instagram's
Yes.
not as fun. Twitter, you can fuck around.
Yes.
What's up, bitches? How you doing?
Yeah.
But Instagram's not like that.
No.
Like, now that you've got, like we talked about 1.5 million likes
Right.
on Instagram, and you're doing brand deals,
Yeah.
is it pressure too? It's like, shit, I did a brand deal.
Right.
What if it doesn't get a million likes?
Right.
What if it only gets X amount of views?
Right.
Like, oh shit. So
Right.
is that always kind of in the back of your mind too?
No. I don't
Really?
give a fuck. No. I'm just chilling. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna work.
I
the
like
hardest
that.
can.
I like that
I'm
she
gonna put out the
doesn't
best shit I
like
can
really
put out, whether
care.
it's photos, videos, tweets, whatever. And like, it's not up to me how it does. You know what I mean? And if it
Yeah.
does bad, I'll figure that out. But I just try to use my own
I
judgment
like that.
and like make sure I'm doing the best I can and putting something out that I'm proud of. And usually that does, usually people appreciate that. But
Yeah.
at the same time, nothing is like guaranteed.
Like,
you know
just
what I
have
mean?
fun, innit?
And so if something doesn't work as well, like a picture or whatever, I don't take it to heart. I don't really look into it. I'm like, all right, well, I wanted to post that. I liked it.
Yeah.
And like, if it didn't get received as well as it normally does, like, fuck it. It's not that deep. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And people put a
Yeah.
lot of pressure on like, well, this is what works, so I'm only gonna do this.
Mhm.
And that's not how you grow as like a person or like a creator or anything like that. Because in order to like develop yourself and figure out new things that work, you have to take a risk, and that might mean
It's really
it doesn't work.
insightful.
like you might have to try a few things.
I interviewed Shane Dawson.
Yeah.
I got to know him, and then interviewed his boyfriend too.
Oh, wow,
His
yeah.
boyfriend, I was kind of asking him about like what he learned from Shane, and he
Right.
said why Shane's been so successful is because he's constantly reinvents himself.
Yes.
If you look at what he was doing 10 years ago, and then
Absolutely.
now, like out of nowhere, he's doing like documentary series on
Right.
Jeffree Star and
Totally.
Jake Paul coming up. Jake Paul will probably be out by the
I
time we
watched
do this,
those.
but, like he's kind of like,
Oh,
where did
there's
that
a new
come
one
from?
coming out.
That's absolutely what you need to do as a YouTuber. And I think for me, like if I look at what I was doing
I wonder
even
what
3
time.
months ago, it's very different than now. It's a similar. There's a lot of similarities, and there is like it's still me. You know what I mean? But my type of content changes all the time. Like I had a bunch of little series that I used to do when I was at home, and like and I don't do those anymore. And like because I grew out of them, to be completely honest. And like
Yeah.
people are always like, bring this back, and I'm like, no, because I grew out of it. I'm
Yeah.
not inspired by the idea anymore. I don't want to do
Yeah,
it.
don't
And,
do it if you don't want to do it,
even though
innit?
those did really well at the time, I
Like,
don't really
people
care.
grow
I'm
up,
not just
you
gonna
know.
like do something because it does well. Like that's to me so
Oh, yeah,
stupid.
yeah.
Like I want to do something that makes me fucking pumped. I'm like, this is a good idea. This is an
Something that you
inspiring idea.
enjoy
Like, recently, I've been liking
doing,
to,
yeah.
I've been traveling
Makes
a lot, so I've
sense.
been
Makes
vlogging
loads
a
of
lot
sense.
in the adventures that I have, and I've really enjoyed filming those. And like that's kind of what what
And
makes
you
me
take a
feel
different
good.
approach because I watch those too.
Yeah.
And I'm not, obviously not your demographic.
This video
Right.
is like
I was watching
really
those, and
insightful.
It's different than the Instagram hoe.
Right.
He's like, I'm in Fiji. What's up? Check
I'm
out
not
my
even sure
butt.
if that's
Right.
the right
Real
word,
feet
but I
to check
think
out
it
today
is.
a butt selfie.
I didn't even know that.
Emma does not do those, which is a good thing, right?
Thank God, I will never do that.
But you like
Thank
do it
you.
in a funny thing. Like you're still wearing a bikini and looking
Yeah.
good and the lighting's great.
Thank
but
you.
you're
Yeah.
like, hey, I'm in Bora Bora. Where the fuck
Right.
am I? Like still taking a funny
Totally.
spin on it.
Totally, because I mean, it's fun to like. I know this is something that's always been interesting for me that I've kind of struggled with is the fact that like my YouTube and Twitter are very, very messy, but in a very contained way. Like I don't look good. I'm making jokes.
You
I
look
cuss.
good, Fiji. Brian,
Thank you.
shout out. I mean, on
Thank
point,
you.
lighting's good.
Yeah.
Bikini, you look
But
good.
on YouTube and Twitter though, that is a different story. Like
Your
Instagram, I
Twitter,
try to look good.
What is your Twitter picture? It looks like you got punched in the face when you were 10 years old.
Yeah, that's
What is
literally
it?
what happened. No, so I woke up with like pink eye when I was like
Oh,
literally
wow.
10, and I sent a photo to my mom on my little flip phone, and that was the photo. And I found it on my mom's Facebook, and I was like, this is fucking everything. And so I made it my profile picture, and now here we are, a few months later, and it's still there. But yeah, like okay, that and my YouTube compared to like my Instagram, I've always felt like my Instagram is not. It's still a part of me because I enjoy clothes and I enjoy like fashion, and I obviously like to fucking like I try to look good, even though half the time I'm like I'm very I don't even know what I look like. You never know what you look like.
Sure.
You know what I mean? When you look at a photo of yourself,
Yeah.
I mean, of course you do. You see yourself on YouTube, YouTube,
No,
on your computer, on
I've looked at
Instagram?
myself so much that I literally am like, who is she? I don't even know what she looks like.
Sure.
And so I have to see myself a fucking lot. So like I'm just sick of me
Sick of you.
at this point. But whatever.
It's interesting because I interviewed Lele Pons,
Yeah.
and I asked her like same question, like you're like the relatable kind of ugly friend,
Right.
But that's bullshit because you're also
Yeah.
modeling for Dolce & Gabbana and you're on the
Absolutely,
runway
yeah.
and you're looking super hot, like.
Right.
And she goes, well, both of are part of me, right?
Yeah.
I was the ugly friend, and I can relate with that too. But now, as I kind of grew out of that,
Right.
I like clothes. I'm a girl. I like fashion too.
Right. And that's like fun to show that side. I think a lot of people, it's so funny because when I moved to LA, people were like, Emma's Instagram is like, you know, whatever, like she's like changing and all this shit. And I was like, yo, you can scroll the
Who
fuck
who
back.
says this? Who is they?
I don't even know. It's actually so funny. You click on the account and it's somebody with 0 followers and 0 posts because they just fucking made a hate account just to hate on me or like to hate on people. I'm like, bro, like use your regular account, like square up, like you fucking pussy. Like I don't know, like it's so stupid, but yeah, I don't know. I always have been this way. Like even when I was like back in the day, like when I first started my YouTube, I would do shoots with my like best friend at the time and like my fucking dad, and like we would always do shoots, and like I always had Instagram photos.
Your dad's kind of a YouTuber. I saw the
Yeah.
one your road trip with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
He's great. He's great. He's like really a reason why I am the way I am, for sure. He's taught me a lot of things, and he's very creative and stuff, so he's kind of always was the creative guy in the household and would kind of get my mind going, and like, you know, so that was cool, and always showing me music and like kind of making my personality less dull. So thanks, Dad, for you, because I'd be probably pretty fucking boring if you weren't my dad. But yeah, and I don't know, it's nice to have him around because he just keeps me inspired for sure. And like when I'm having like a creative like fucking meltdown, I just call him and I'm like, bro, and he's like, I know, I
You bro
get
down
it.
with your dad, you call him bro?
I'm like, dude, fucking what the fuck, dude. Like I'm like, bro, I can't edit a video for like save my damn life right now. He's like, you'll figure it out. I'm like, dude, please, like no, yeah, I definitely dude out with my dad. He's like my bro for sure.
You like, it seems like you're kind of with James Charles and the Dolan twins or your crew, but you also seem like Tana.
Yeah.
You're kind of with her, and you kind of come out of that chain mold
Yeah.
too, and you're kind of like a controversial YouTuber. But
In a
I'm not
way.
really sure why.
Yeah, fucking tell me about it. I'm like, dude, I'm fucking chilling. Like, and everyone's like,
There's no empty beer bottles. You don't do drugs.
no,
You don't party.
no,
You're not hoeing it out on Instagram.
no. It's so.
Why are
it's
you controversial?
Because people want to be angry at me, and that's something that I've had to like come to terms with. Is that like I can literally sit there and breathe and do the exact same thing that I was doing before when I was getting the absolute most love in the world, and I will
Why?
still be hated on. People just they saw what happened to me, and
What?
they
You like you blew up?
right,
Yeah.
and they want to hate me.
Okay.
And I fucking get it.
I get
Like
it.
I can't even be mad at them because I get it. It's like it's confusing and it's weird, and like people are like,
People are jealous. I want those likes.
Yeah.
I
Right.
want those brand deals.
right,
I want to be in Fiji.
right, and like I get that shit, and like I was also at one point a fan of like everybody, you know what I mean? And I'm still a fucking fan of like everybody, and like, you know, just in a different way now. And I mean I get it. I understand why it's fucking it's annoying. I don't even know if I get it, because even when I was a fan, when I'd see people's success, I was like, fuck yeah. Like I was always rooting for people, like
Yeah,
genuinely, and
exactly.
like people that I was fans of. And so like
Like when you see and with good fans and people with like real engaged fans, like you
They're
look
like-
at James Charles, they're like, get that money, sister.
Yes,
You know,
exactly.
and they're happy that they're
Totally,
doing well.
totally. And so, and I think I do have a lot of that as well. But I mean,
Has that hurt you a little bit, that kind of label? And I really don't
Yes.
understand where it's coming from.
Well, it actually, I had a
With
really
brand deals and business.
I
and stuff.
don't
right. I mean, I
understand
definitely had a
either.
really. Oh no, not with that.
Okay.
It's been fine with that. It's the only
But
thing.
you're not gonna get the target.
It hurt me personally, honestly. Like I had a nice the past I'm good. I'm actually really for the past month I've been doing I'm kind of slaying. I'm doing good, but like
Flex
mentally,
mode.
I was getting only hate for a solid month and a half, and like I was.
That's
like,
awful, that is.
I did want to quit for sure. I was like, I'm
Oh,
just gonna
wow.
go fucking be a librarian. Like fuck this. Like I'll
You'd be
just.
the loudest librarian ever.
Oh, I
You'd
know. I'd
be
be
a
like,
horrible librarian.
fucking, you know, like, get the book in I 5. I don't care. Like, I don't know. But, yeah, I was really fucking sad. And, like, and people noticed and they were like, you know, she's not as active and stuff. It's really uninspiring when you fucking post a video and everybody's like, being like, fuck you, like, go kill yourself, and you're like, okay, like, it's not like you want to post a video if,
Yeah.
like, people are telling you to die, like, whatever, but
That's awful, that is.
Do you think you're getting the respect you deserve? Like, I was surprised when I was doing my homework. Like, no one has done a long form interview like this with you. Like,
Yeah.
no major press. And, like, I was excited, like, to sit down with you because you're interesting and you're
Thank you.
growing up and you got a lot going on.
Yeah.
And, like, the VidCon didn't make you a featured creator. Like, are you getting the love or is just thinking are they not giving you love or is it just because you're not established yet, you're new?
Well, it's been weird because I remember in the very beginning, I had like the numbers of people that were getting certain brand deals or like certain opportunities.
Yeah.
Like, but I wasn't getting any of those benefits. And I was like, this is so upsetting. I was like, okay, I'm working so fucking hard. Like, I'm at this level. Yes, it happened quicker, but I'm not getting any of these benefits or whatever, which is fine because at the end of the day, I'm doing it because I love it. But at the same time, it kind of hurt because I was like, why
are they getting?
Why
are they better than
getting
me?
right? And I was like, we're at this, we have the same numbers. I don't see the difference.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I'm newer to the scene or whatever, but like,
Am I not good enough for some reason?
right.
Yeah.
And so that really, really messed with me. And another thing too that was weird was like, I didn't know any other YouTubers, and I wasn't getting any like recognition from them because none of them knew about me.
And you weren't in LA.
And I wanted to like make friends with them. Like I want, there's so many people I wanted to be friends with, and not a lot of them knew about me until I hit a certain point.
Yeah.
And that was totally fine, of course, but it was also kind of like hard for me because I was like, I just want them to know about me so I can like be friends with them because it's weird too.
Who were those people?
So many. I know Tana, Dolan twins, James, Charles.
So you went from being fans to actually being friends with these people. And
Yeah.
Like, is that like a head trip?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's been really cool because I remember when I was younger and I'd watch all of them, like, it was my whole thing was, it was like, those are people that seem like they would be cool friends. Like, that was literally what I had in my mind the whole time. That's
Are they
why I
cool
was
friends?
a fan. Absolutely. The best. And so, like, it's really cool to now, like, have them in my life in such, like, a different way. And I love it. They're so fun. It's good. And I don't know. They're some of the best friends I've ever had. And that's really cool. Like, I can't imagine, like,
Are they still friends? I don't even know.
Plus they can relate to your life where your average
Yes.
girl who's going at your age, who's maybe a freshman in college, or high school,
Totally.
doesn't understand brand deals,
No.
and agents,
And also,
all
they
that
get
don't-
weird about it.
don't know
Like,
if
so
they're
it's
still
like,
friends or
you can't
not.
necessarily talk about it to
Sure.
everybody because people like.
And you're probably embarrassed talking about it.
Well, no, but
You're not. Like, look at me, I'm so fancy, I got such a crazy
no.
life.
Okay, true. I don't like that. Also, have to go to
When-
the bathroom. Should I bring my mic?
Is there a urinal in there?
Yeah. Yeah. There's a fucking urinal. next to me.
Alright.
Okay. Should I take it? How do I take it?
Just think we're not gonna listen.
Oh my god, you should listen. That's funny content. Oh my god, I have to pee so bad.
Please stand by.
Oh my god, I feel so. I was holding it for so long, and I was like, maybe like, yeah, no, it had to happen, and I feel great now.
Good.
I'm not antsy,
Well, I have nothing else to talk about. So you took a pee and
and now we're done.
now we're done.
Peace, bitch.
Peace. I want to thank you for sitting down with me. This was a blast.
Oh,
We
that's
talked for
hilarious.
45 minutes.
Wow.
And most of these, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of these interviews are boring as fuck. I have to cut them down to make them interesting, lots of B-roll and stuff. We're gonna do this whole thing. Why would we cut it down?
Why not?
Your fans want to watch the whole thing.
Fuck yeah.
So we're gonna do it. Follow her everywhere. Follow her YouTube. Follow me on Instagram.
Didn't he just say
follow me,
45
subscribe.
minutes?
Yes, they subscribe.
But it's 33 minutes. Never mind.
you.
I want to give a special shout out to our sponsor this week, Pet Canva. PetCanva.com.
Oh.
Check them out on Instagram.
A
Pet
sponsor.
Canva. They're really cool. What they do is they put pictures of your pet on all kinds of different products. And the way it works is you
Oh,
upload a
okay.
picture of your pet, dogs, cats, giraffes, llamas, whatever you got. You select the product and they put a picture on all kinds of neat things like the blankets are really cool. They do them on
Llamas.
cell phone cases. They do it with canvas, so like a picture of your pet that you can put in your pet's bed or your pet's bedroom. They can stare at a picture or stuff. It's kind of cool. And then just sit back and let Pet Canva do their deal and create art out of the product. Check them out. Instagram, Pet Canva. Their website, petcanva.com. Pet Canva. Thank you. See ya.
Right, okay. Yeah, that was an interesting video. Yeah, I don't know whether the Dolan twins, Emma, James are still friends. No idea. Well, I don't think James and the Dolan twins are friends anymore, but Who knows? Yeah, I can't believe she gets hated on though. Like, she seems like such a relatable person, and like, and I'm back. Sorry about that. I ended up getting a FaceTime and it cut off. But anyway, so as I was saying, she seems like a really relatable person and like kind. And this interview type thingy thing, I can't believe I just said that, but this interview was like really like insightful, and like, yeah, that's all I've really got to say. So once again, I'm going to shout out Lydia Vlogs, and I'm also going to say that what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I might be doing a Q&A, so if you've got any questions, leave them down in the comments. So yeah, that's really all I've got to say now. I hope you like this video. It's a reaction. I hope you like this reaction. What am I on? I don't know. Hope you like this reaction. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.